Okay, we're going to talk about Excel Unit D Part 2, and that's to continue on with charts. The one chart that is fairly tricky is your pie chart. And you have to be very careful when you select your data on this. If I want to do a pie chart of Q1's expenses, you don't want to do more than one quarter. I will show you why. If I do all 4 quarters and I insert a pie chart, this is not very representative. So what you really want to do is, I'm going to undo this, and you want to do limited information. I want to do only Q1. So I want to insert a pie chart, and I'm going to do a 3D pie chart, just Q1. Now on this kind of chart, you can enter more information. If you do your data labels, you can center your data labels. You can put them on the inside end where you can see your numbers. You can put them on the outside. So your data labels fit here much better. So there's also your best fit. You don't want to leave this title at just Q1. You want to say Bark Bark Doggy Daycare Center, expenses for Q1. You want to give a better information in your titles. Your legend, if you want to change your legend, you can change your chart title. Now, and I'm going to go ahead, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go ahead and get rid of this chart, because I want to show you if what you want is your expenses for Q3. I'm going to select the information for your labels in column A. I'm holding down my control key and go over to Q3 while still holding down your control key. Select that data. Now go to your insert any pie chart. So if I hold my control key down and I hit Q3, now while I'm holding down my control key, now select a pie chart, and I can get a pie chart for Q3. So if you want to select the different ranges, that's how you do it. Now let's go to something real fun, and that is if you go to your insert tab, these sparkline charts. You have a group of sparkline charts here. The sparkline chart is just a graphic representation of the data. So you can take a look at a picture instead of looking at the numbers. So if I want to put a sparkline chart here in cell G6, and I want this to be a line chart, the first thing that Excel asks me is what range of data. If I want this range of data, I want to chart the rent over the quarters. And the location, where do I want to put it? I want to put it in G6. So I'm going to press OK. Well, that really doesn't do much because the rent is the same quarter by quarter. Remember, this is a formula, so I can copy this down. I can even put it in the totals if I want to see the total expenses. What does this tell me now? This tells me on the utilities, what is the highest quarter for the utilities? It's the fourth quarter. The third quarter is the lowest. Just by looking at a picture, look at the payroll. The payroll went up and down in the third quarter, the highest in the fourth quarter. Your supplies, they peaked in the second quarter and then went down for the next 2 quarters. In the same way, I can insert a column chart. And once again, I'm asked for the range and where do you want it. So I'm going to click OK. I'm going to copy this. I'm going to grab my fill handle and drag this down. For the rent and the insurance, those were steady over the months. But look here for the utilities. Which one is the lowest? It's the third quarter. In the supplies, the highest is the second quarter. If somebody can take a look at a picture, if a person is very good at pictures, not so good at numbers, these are really helpful. You can change the colors on your sparkline chart by selecting your colors here and say you want to make this orange. There's your orange. It's as easy as that. Your sparkline charts, you can change anything you want to. Now, if I want to make a win-loss, which is the last type, the win-loss is only good when you have positive and negative numbers. Because if I select this range and I place my win-loss chart here, I copy this on down, it's not going to show anything at all. But if I have my utilities where I received a credit during the second quarter, you see how this turns to a different color. It shows that there was a negative figure in that quarter. If my supplies, I received a refund here. That's the application of a win-loss. So your sparkline charts are really cool when you just want a quick picture. Hopefully you have fun with your charts. Please remember one thing. I really believe in creativity in your assignments and everything. In your independent challenge, if you choose to do more than what you are asked on your independent challenge, create a second chart, create more color, create a better background. I will give extra credit for that. I think it's important that you have the opportunity to do that. Okay, so go ahead and go on with your work, and when you're ready, the next video will be on integration, and that is integration between Word files and Excel files.